Oh, wait.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to the Circle of Sister Table Talks. This is a virtual podcast where myself, your holistic healthcare or holistic health soul guide, is here with my beautiful sister.
Priestess Sherry, Unc the Soul Sage, Ashe. We are back, y'all. It's been a minute. I know we've been gone. I know y'all been missing us, but Spirit has been moving, shifting the atmosphere, and making way for our abundance to flow. And with the abundance coming in, we want to be able to share that abundance. And so we are offering a free webinar tonight that we really want to deep dive and get into just a little bit of what to expect. Go ahead, sis. Tell them about what we're talking about today.
So, we are talking about the importance of connecting with your soul tribe, connecting with those people who support you and hold space in a vibration to help you be your highest self. So there are some specific soul paths that I have been divinely inspired to share as I've been tapping into the queen within and finding my space personally. And within that space, I found this collection of soul path archetypes that all of them I have been at some point in my life. But in this lifetime, I have been able to tap into the messenger. All right. The messenger soul path archetype, which has been so inspiring in my life. And it's a part of this next journey. So we want to get us from this place of death to resurrection as we're kind of playing on the energy of last week with Easter, but also looking at how we go through these death and resurrection experiences in our life and how our ancestors also support us as their spirit is connected with the royalty in our DNA. So this podcast is a quick sneak peek into that work and how it's going to serve you and serve our community. So let's go.
Let's get into it. So, as you all know, last week was Resurrection Weekend, or Easter, whatever you recognize it at. And that's the time where really most of the world is acknowledging, right, the death and resurrection of the prophet, deity, God, Jesus, Christ. With that, it really opened up a conversation between myself and Chantel as she was exploring and deep diving into the soul path archetypes. It really opened up the conversation about death to resurrection or rebirth, right?
Ashe.
And with that, I realized, or we both collectively realized, that there are so many of us who are really the walking dead. Okay, can
Girl,
we go into it, sis? Can we
girl.
dive there? That's
I forgot we even said that. Oh my God. But yes, The
there's
Walking Dead. That
there's
is a
so many of us that are the walking dead, that are literally aimlessly moving throughout society, uh, without the mental connection or the spiritual connection. And those components really make us human. And so when we're not walking around with that mental and that spiritual connection, which separates us from the animals, or the animal kingdom, then we're really not walking around as full, live, well human beings. We're walking around like zombies, so to speak, or the walking dead. And so that gets into the death part. Let's touch on that, sis.
Yes, yes, yes. We all have been there. I mean, I know even most recently, the revelation of it had to be activated or reminded to me, of the system of the walking dead. I mean, for me, that system looks like continually doing things over and over and over and over and over, getting the exact same result, but thinking that you're actually going somewhere. This is where we get caught up in an illusion of, if I work 45 years at the same job doing the same thing, my family will be taken care of and we'll get to live this abundant life. In some cases, that does work. But in other cases, it's like, I've worked all this time and now what do I have to show for it?
Mm.
And in the process of working all that time, there's a lot of experiences of, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing, but it puts food on the table and I just got to do it. I just got to do it. Well, that's not the way we were created to live. And that's not embracing our soul's path. So we get to come back and do it again. We get to come back and re-examine how we choose to live our life. So the gems that we're dropping here is awakening. This is awakening us to our soul purpose, our divine DNA that is within us, that also needs to be reminded that, hey, you have royalty in your DNA.
Come
Yes,
on.
you are king, you are a queen, you are a king or a queen in this experience, in this lifetime. But in order to activate and begin to prosper in that abundant life that Christ consciousness speaks of, we have to know what we are supposed to be doing. Not just a job, not just over broke, but definitely joy over boredom. Joy
Oh,
over come through. So this is our job. And I've really set in this space of these archetypes and these soul path archetypes, which inspire greatness, which inspire empowerment, which helps us to dive into the shadow parts, which keep us stuck in lifestyles and cycles that don't bring us our truest, highest, greatest expression. So this is what this is all about. I mean, this is life shaking, life changing. This is where the shift is happening. So come on in and join the Vibes Tribe. We are going to give you access to all of this pertinent information that you can utilize as practical spirituality, leading to holistic health, mind, body, and soul. And it also will help you understand yourself a little bit more, because this is what we get. You get the life that you currently have and you get to live it. So either you're living it or someone is dictating to you how to live it. So let's dive in. I want to invite you into the circle, into the podcast,
hey.
and into the Vibe Tribe Soul Connection. So that's a membership program. If you want to share that and dive in.
Ashe. Before we dive into that, there was something you said sparked me remembering a Disney movie that released a few years ago that really honestly it deepened my understanding of death, also resurrection or rebirth. But it also expanded on the soul consciousness, and that's really what we're diving into today. The Disney movie Soul is about. It's one of the very few melanated main character Disney movies. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. But the movie Soul is a wonderful way of explaining how we come into our existence and really explaining the process of death and actual birth, right? And it explains it from a standpoint of two different souls, right? Two different individuals. One soul that had experienced life and had a quick, sudden transition and wanted to go back. And the other soul that had opted out from the beginning, that was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't see nothing about going down there that I want to do.
Right.
It reminded me, it really tied in together with a lot of ancient spiritual practices, especially ancient African practices, talking about we chose to come here,
Ashe.
chose the life that we needed to experience in order to spark who we are supposed to become and to spark what your soul's mission is. And so I wanted to lay that nugget out because sometimes the concepts we talk about are heavy. They require a certain level of understanding of universal law and different things in order to completely dive into. But I think that Disney movie Soul really helped me understand, and I know it was put for kids, so it was really a simplified version of understanding how we choose. We came into here with the spark. We were a soul sitting, in the multiverse, able to see and experience everything, and we had to find a spark. We had to find something that would spark the interest for us to want to come here and lay out a mission. And usually that spark is tied to something that you've wanted to do since you can remember, but get the life in, and we pull back from those. We start thinking, oh, I'm not going to be that famous musician. I'm not going to be that, writer, or any of the things that we came here to do that our soul mission is attached to, out of the fears or the doubts or the shame or the guilt or the trauma that we've experienced in our life. And so,
And also the conditioning of the world. The conditioning of the world. And I automatically heard be in the world, but not of the world.
come on.
Because the world has an agenda. The world has an agenda, but that agenda is to support us and move us forward. So it's like, even as we think of the religious context of the words that we read and the things that have been spoken in the pulpit, and really coming into a resurrected life as Christ, because he says we no longer are our own, but it's Christ being the consciousness that lives in us and through us, through that connection with our soul. So this is good. And even on that movie, there were those souls that were in the depths of hell, in the dark places, right? Just zombieing
around life, because they were so shrouded with the negative story, the doubt, the fear, the pain, the trauma, and they weren't living out their mission. And that begins to physically, mentally, and spiritually, emotionally weigh you down. So we're going to jump into it because there is so many nuggets that we want to share with you just virtually right now. But we're going to go even deeper. We're going to go even deeper when we go into our webinar. So hopefully this sparks some interest. I'm going to bring up our slides because we have some great visual images that I don't want to miss out on. And I'm looking and I'm noticing, I see that I want to make sure our comments are on. So if you are here, our viewer comments are on. So whatever platform you're on, you can say hello, check us out. We know it's the middle of the day on a Saturday, so for some of y'all probably out and about, y'all catch this on the replay. If you happen to catch this on the replay and you'd like access to the webinar that we'll be doing, don't worry about if you missed the time frame. Shoot us a message so that we can make sure that we have your contact information. We'll make sure that you get the information for this webinar, and hopefully you can connect with us with our Sacred Soul Connections, the offers that we have for you all today. Without further ado, sis, going on and I'm going to switch our screen. And let's jump into it. Awakening your soul, rewrite your destiny, and step into your power. Take it over, sis.
Join the Vibes Tribe Soul Connections. This is what we're offering. This is a multi-dimensional offer that starts at just be a part. Just show up for these lives. Just show up for our offerings and tap into our social media, Instagram and Facebook and YouTube pages. Join us, see what we're doing, leave comments, subscribe, do all of that.
Do
That
all
is
the things.
do all of that. That's one basic way that you can support and be a part of the Vibes Tribe. And then let us know who you are. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know what you would like to hear, what you would like for us to talk about, if you would like to be a guest. This is where we're connecting. We want to showcase other holistic health practitioners. We want to give you a platform to reach an audience. We want to also support your work. So that's the Vibes Tribe connection. This is what we're wanting to do. And it's all for the purpose of soul activation, aligning people to their purpose, ancestral healing as we heal, they heal, and destiny alignment. It's time out for playing around, playing it safe, wanting to just be a part because that's what you thought you were supposed to do, or that's what your grandma did, that's what your uncle did, that's what your mama did, this is who they told you were. It's time for you to really tap into you, and this is what we're aiming for. Like all look, tap out and show them all the things. What is it? Put the pedal to the metal. Just dive into you. Are
I
you
sure.
ready? Are you ready for a transformational journey designed to awaken your soul and connect you to your highest expression? This
I
is
sure.
called aligning our chakras, our aritus. This is where our life force energy lies. And if any one of those are blocked, we find ourselves stuck. So we're diving deep into that on tonight. But yes, finding it. This is for you. If you
All
feel
right,
called,
let me
go
oh,
there.
go ahead. I'll do it, sis. So if you're wondering, like, okay, I hear y'all talking about soul archetypes. I hear y'all talking about death to resurrection and living out your purpose and your soul. But I don't know if I really need this or if this is for me. Well, this is for you if you feel called to something greater, but you're not sure what it is. So if you're living in your current life and you're just like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something, but I just can't put my finger on exactly what it is. This is for you, okay? It's for you if you've outgrown your old life and you crave to live in a more meaningful way, okay? Sometimes we outgrow people, places, things. We even outgrow the way that we've set and organized our life. But sometimes it's hard for us to make that transition into living more authentically towards our soul journey. And so this will help you with that. If you're ready to activate your intuition and take aligned action, if you're ready to take accountability and full responsibility for your life and put your intuition, what your soul is telling you to do, at the forefront of how you navigate the movements that you make throughout this life, this is for you, okay? If you desire clarity, confidence, courage, and deep spiritual upgrades, I love that. The upgrades, let me upgrade you, let me upgrade you. Okay, if you're trying to get upgraded and upgrade your life, honey, this is for you. Okay, sis, tell them what they'll receive.
So basically, you will receive a one-on-one soul purpose consultation. This is free. This is absolutely free. Okay. This is what we're talking about. Tap in. Maybe you just need a divine message or confirmation that confirms what you already know, but to hear it being spoken back to you is all you need to move forward. That's what the one-on-one soul consultation is all about. Like, hey, where you at? What you doing? What's your vibe? Like, come through. What is it that you feel you need to do? Let us talk about it, because sometimes we only have to activate our throat chakra to speak it into the universe to begin to see things begin to align for us. So sometimes, that's all you need is a listening ear. We're here. So So that's what that soul purpose consultation is all about. We'll also be doing our weekly guided empowerment calls. This is one of them. This is what it's going to be like. It will either be a private group, depending on where you are in the process, or it will be a public group like this one here today. So we'll talk about, practices of releasing limiting beliefs, identifying your soul path archetype, talking about topics about ancestral healing, connecting and activating your chakras or your aritu, and aligning to your life purpose. This is what this is all about, so that we can all begin to expand and grow. Every single person has an individual path, an individual purpose that is dependent on the next person showing up and standing in their space, doing the work that they're supposed to do. So as we each do that, we'll expand, we'll grow, we'll begin to see the heaven on earth experience. I think that's what I'm going for. So
Okay. So we're telling you right now, this is a call to action for you to take the first step. Your soul purpose activation consultation, okay? That will unlock your spiritual powers, your spiritual superpowers, and your ancestral gifts, okay? And we will drop the link wherever you're watching this video for you to schedule your consultation, so that you can at least just start somewhere, right? That's the first action step that you can take. You also can join our free 2-day webinar, and this is what this call is all about. Tonight, all right, at 4 p.m. Eastern Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in a few hours, we have a live 2-day webinar, okay? And we're going over the death to resurrection, embracing your soul path rebirth. This is a quick webinar that really is going to help you dispel the old rumors, the old negative, the old story that you have told that has kept your life in a stagnated place, or has kept you from really experiencing the highest version of yourself, your highest potential, or your soul mission. Okay, so we'll be focusing on that for 2 days. That's from April 26th to April 27th, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. For y'all, all my friends and family that's here on the West Coast, that's 4 p.m. our time. So in just a few hours. If you happen to be watching this replay and you like, dang, I'm sad I missed it, don't worry. That's what this virtual shift that we're going through with all of the technology is for. If you happen to miss it and you still want to be able to experience the fullness of the webinar, please click our links. Make sure that you register for the webinar. Make sure you schedule your consultation, and we'll email you the webinar if you're not able to make it now. But make sure you go to goodvibeslounge.com and register so that you keep up-to-date information and you get all of our free content sent directly to you if you register for our mailing list or you sign up for our Soul Path Archetype, our Soul Connections, pathways that we have unlocked for you. So tap in, unlock your ancestral superpowers and your ancestral gifts. Now, sis, take us in, because y'all been waiting for the good stuff. We know y'all been waiting. We got some good stuff for y'all.
Yes. This is it. If you are ready to tap into your soul path archetype, there is a beautiful quiz that we'll be launching on day 2. So if you can't make it today, definitely check in on day 2, because we will be releasing this Soul Path Decoder quiz, which will allow you to connect with which soul path you currently in this lifetime are here to experience. So the oracle, the light warrior, or the warrior of light, the messenger, the dream weaver, the priestess of the path, they are all the places that you can find yourself in any soul lifetime. So the middle picture is just, go back real quick to the
Mhm.
the one in the middle is the individual soul, the one right above it. That is our contemplation point. And we see that around us, we have all of these ancestral energies that also have lived these multiple lifetimes, right? And they've lived within these archetypes. So as we embody the one archetype for this life path, we also get those ancestors to support us, and even those who have walked that walk in this lifetime. So it's just really beautiful to begin to connect with your soul path. And we will give you a quick little spiel on which archetype or the qualities of each archetype.
Ashe, Ashe. What's your soul path archetype? Have you ever wondered what you were sent to do here on earth? Okay. We all have a unique soul path archetype. This archetype is to connect us to our ancestral lineage. Okay. And the work we are here to do in this lifetime. Okay. It collectively bridges the gap of heaven and earth, and it unlocks your superpowers, sis.
Whoop, whoop.
Come on,
Look,
come on, come on.
this
Let's
again is the confirmation of each person has to be in place, right?
check.
Including our ancestors on the other side. So they have to be in place. We have to be in place. And we all collectively, in the space of Christ consciousness, begin to recreate or rewrite and rebirth over and over and over. And those are the cycles that I get excited about. Those are the life cycles, not the death cycles. All right.
Yes, yes, the life cycles. We are living and enjoying life. So, sis, talk about the priestess of the path, because this is I, this is she is I, she is
So,
me.
so the priestess of the path, she is like a beautiful old soul. She is like the soul mama, the soul creator mama that really harnesses all the energy of all of our big mamas, our healers, our divine feminine being that works with the sacred presence of most high God energy. Although all of the soul paths are connected with life energy, but this is one that actually channels a lot of energy, which we all do, but it's a channeled spiritual message that really helps to awaken the souls of those who are seeking along the path. So that is basically the priestess of the path. She's like the light in the darkness, as I
I
would say.
I have come to lighten the darkness. It is
It is
lightened.
lightened. It
I
is lightened. Ashe. So
I
you awaken others by just being you. Now is your time to lead. That's the
All
priestess
right.
of the path.
So, are you a priestess of the path? Are you the warrior of light, bold, fierce, born to transmute darkness into light? You are a generational cycle breaker. Time to rewrite the future. This person has come. They are probably most likely the black sheep of the family, as they so to speak. You are the person who feels ostracized from your family, like there's some stuff that's wrong that you need to fix, but maybe you haven't had the time, or you haven't felt the energy, or you've been trying to refill your cup, so you don't even want to deal with the family. This is you. You're the warrior of light. You're the person that's come in to transmute that darkness in your family, break those generational curses, and not just for your family, but to help others transmute the darkness into light. That's really what you're here to do.
And I also want to point in with her. She's also that one who's in that vibration is of all my life I had to fight. All my life I had to fight.
Yes.
And it's like, stop fighting. Stop fighting, because the fight may not even be yours. It's just for you to witness and experience, and then begin to bring light to that. For the weapons that we fight with are not carnal, but are mighty in the
Come
Lord,
on. Come
in
on.
the
Come
in the
on.
in the energy of I am, in the, what is that, Ephesians 6 and 12. Check it
Come
out.
through. Come through. Come
Give
through.
thanks.
Come through. Y'all done got a little spiritual message from the priestess up in here. Come through.
So the
Oh, I
dream
love
weaver.
this one. Go
The
ahead,
dream
sis.
reaver. You create magic through your gifts, visions, beauty, and imagination. You are here to inspire new realities, to help others dream again. So did you even know that that was possible? These
Wow.
are, as we think about our human design, this is in alignment with that. This is, all of these soul path archetypes are in alignment. So this is the generators. These are the people who are generating our reality. These
That's
are
right.
our dream reavers. You have been inspired with gifts and talents that create our now reality by the words that you speak, by the music that you sing, by the messages that you give out, and by the vision that you have. Just by seeing it, it begins to
Mhm.
create. So understand, see it, manifest it, see it, manifest it, and it has to be shared. So don't sleep on your dreams,
Ashe,
dream weaver.
Ashe, Ashe, come through. And for the dream weaver who hasn't identified that that's their creative vision, one of the things that Spirit just brought down that just came through is this is usually a person who, um, if you haven't tapped into how your soul needs to move in this area, you'd find blockages in trusting people, and trusting your own self. You may even tend to um, worry a lot because you're not leading with the vision of your gifts. So really pay attention to these archetypes as we go through, because they show how this will show up when you are fully activated in in your strengths. But when you doubt who you are, right? As a dream weaver, if you're doubting your vision, your imagination, your gifts, it could really stagnate you, right? It could put you in a point of perpetual stagnation. So
And that, I also wanted to add too, with that, with the dream weaver, these are the people who really may have been diagnosed or put in a place of you crazy, okay, or that you don't know what you seeing
very
or what you
misunderstood.
doing, or you may have been under an idea that, okay, everybody around me don't believe, or everyone around me can't see what I see. This is you, sis. Or you may be a lot of these, but this may be the space you find yourself this time around. But
Ashe.
it's because you have had so many soul cycles that you are so talented and so gifted. And there are so many things that you are here to do. So
Yes,
don't
we
sleep.
need you,
Don't
sis.
sleep
We
on
need
it.
the dream weavers.
Come through.
All right. Oh, this one is a powerful one. The messenger. You are meant to speak, to teach, and to awaken minds. You're the voice of truth. The
Sorry.
world needs your, no, I feel that, sis. The world needs your messages now. And I'm so glad that you came in with that energy, because we are creating a new world. I talked about this on a podcast that I was on for Jules from the Throne. Or I think his podcast is Men Kepra. But I talked about this. We have been in a cycle that is literally starting to close in the gap with all the celestial bodies that have aligned, and they've really aligned so that you can unite with your soul missions, because as the celestial bodies align, your chakras align. So many of us have been feeling shifts in our spirit because the alignment of the universe is aligning within our spirit. And so we've been feeling that shift. And it's probably charging some of us to do things that we may be fearful of. And I know, as a person who has the power of channeling, I also have the power of speaking, right? The messenger. And you are meant to speak, to teach, and to awaken minds. And it is imperative that you utilize your gift in this time as the dream weaver is weaving together this new constructed universe, as the warrior is breaking those generational curses, as the priestess of the path is leading people down the path. Come this way, come this way. The messenger, oh wait, we can't do none of that if the messenger don't get the word out.
Come through. Look, sound the alarm. Sound the alarm. It is now time. It is now time. We are
I
coming
felt that as
into
you was ringing, and I'm like, ring the alarm. I've been for this too
sound
long.
the bell. You know there is a reason they took the bells out of the world, though. You know that,
Girl,
right? That's a whole nother can of worms. So
that's a
yeah,
whole nother can of worms we can't go into. But yes, yes, that's because the vibration that
yeah,
sound energy gives off, the sound frequency is so powerful in this reality that we live in, that the messenger is pivotal. The
Ashe.
vibration of the message, anything that's spoken to this reality happens. I tell people a lot of times that you got to be careful what you speak, because even in the good that you speak, right? I want to do this, I want to do that. And then you find out 10 years later, somebody else did the exact same thing. Because once you put it into the atmosphere, it's
Anybody
there.
can take it.
Anybody
Yes.
can grab it. It can go on to anyone's consciousness. So the messenger is super important. Okay, I got a little carried away with her. Come through.
So
Come through.
then we come into the oracle. The oracle is the intuitive, the empathetic, and drawn to healing practices, whether you're doing it collectively with groups, or whether you're sitting doing it energetically by yourself, or whether you're just focused on your own inner healing. Your path involves guiding others through emotional and energetic shifts. So understand that these are the people who may be going through the most emotional, traumatic, turbulent, chaotic, craziest experiences. But it's because you are able to shift that. You are able to feel it enough to become it, to allow it to be witnessed, but also to be able to allow it to grow or to go. It either grows or it goes. So you get to choose. You get to choose.
You get
And
to
in
choose.
that space of empathy, you also can connect with others because you've been there. You've done that. You know what that's like. So therefore, there's empowerment that comes from that. And that's the healing energy in and of itself. Powerful, powerful. And it's
Powerful.
lived in action. You have
I
to feel it.
I want to talk about the oracle too, and her importance. You know, the oracle women in ancient times, we could look in any of the ancient texts, ancient movies. The oracles were so revered that they were, and I don't like the word isolated, but they were kept, or they spent much of their time just around the other oracles, just around each other, just communing with each other, because their energy was so empathic, so intuitive. To be in the midst of the masses, the downloads would never stop. And so I say that because some of us are empaths that are very social, and we wonder why our mood fluctuates, why we can't do the things that we need to do, because we don't take that solitary time, that intuitive time to separate, to figure out our own emotions versus those of others, right? Because we're so interconnected and so intuitive. Sometimes we can't draw the line, and where the energy from others ends and yours begin. And so this is a really, really important, and I don't want to say it like the others aren't important, but here, especially when you are the oracle, the intuitive, empathetic, drawn to healing practices, sometimes you can lose yourself in the healing of others. You can
Ashe.
lose sight of who you are and how you have to maintain your energy. And so that's some of the things that we go over with this as well. Just wanted to add that tidbit. All right. So we just went over the soul path archetypes. Run them down for us one more time, sis.
So, as we just mentioned, we have the oracle, we have the light warrior of light, we have the messenger, we have the dream weaver, and we have the priestess of the path. Which one are you? And I want to pause here and say, because I'm all about embracing the queen within, I see that each one of these archetypes also are queens. There, it is the oracle queen. It is the warrior of light queen. It is the messenger queen. It's the dream weaver queen. It's the priestess of the past queen. But it also can be the king. So understand, because I am cultivating this platform, and this is a circle of sisters table talks or podcast, this is all aiming to us, because we know that if we can heal the woman, we heal the nation. So as women, it is imperative that we also find who we are, and then also teach this to our children. Teach them that they are kings and queens in a queendom or kingdom that they are creating. And they are creating it as part of their own divine soul mission. So this is what Spirit has really put on my heart as a share, as an offering, as a way to give back to humanity as a whole. As I'm giving to myself, I have something to give to you. If y'all know, y'all know. That's my motto. Self-care is the best care. Giving to myself allows me to have something to give to you. Giving to myself first. So believe me, this is a work that is constantly being worked out in my own personal life and taking me up to levels I hadn't even imagined. So I am just in awe. I'm in awe. And I'm like, we get to do this. We really get to do this. And it's up to us to choose. What are you
I
going to choose today?
I say, well, I'll tell you, I know what I'm going to choose. I am going to choose to live my life out loud, to live authentically, to embrace exactly who I am and what I have come to do. And knowing that I'm the priestess of the path, doing things like this, doing videos like this, doing offerings like this is something that I'm meant to do. Not just so that I can share the information, but so that I can live out what I was sent here to do, right?
That part.
And I know that I was sent here to do this because it brings me so much joy. It comes effortless. I really don't have to try. Chantel and I were talking earlier today, and I'm like, I just love when we do our lives because it's so off the cuff. It's so raw. It's so real. It's so totally us. We're in our element. We're not gatekeepers of this information. We want to get this information to everyone, and we definitely give it out. That's why you see everything that we have a program for those of you who want to make an offering to us in our lives. We offer for free right here live on our podcast. So never feel like you're not enough, like you can't do it. And we got a lot of people on here. So before I lose y'all, I got some cards. Y'all, I got a new deck of cards. And I am going to be doing some card pulls specifically for everyone. Okay. So if you're on a live and you're watching us anywhere you are, say hi, and we will do a sacred soul message for you. Okay. This is a message from your soul to you. Okay. And so before I get into that, like I said, if you're on any of the platforms following us, say hi, shout us out, and let us know if you would like us to read your sacred soul message. Okay. So if you want to hear your sacred soul message, go on and let us know in the chats. All right. Let's see. I think we have our chat open. You can post the chat anywhere on whatever platform. Chantel, if you could take a look, if you see anyone on your devices. We got a few of y'all in here. So if y'all would like a soul message, let us know. Before we do that, I want to just do a little prayer to invite in the ancestors. So today we are offering, these are free card pulls for those of you who are on. We are going to do the sacred soul message. And then Chantel, you want to do some ancestral medicine because we did talk about the ancestors, and the ancestors may have some medicine for the followers who are here. So let's go ahead and
Sure. I want you guys also to know that, you know what, this work, as far as what your soul path is called to do, should be a passion to profit, right? Because we should be able to do the things we love to do and also earn a livable wage, if not an exceptional wage, for
okay.
doing the things that we do. And as I've been identified as a queen in this work, the queen does get paid, right?
Come
The
on.
queen, and this goes for all of you, as you do your soul path work, you get paid. You get
Mm-hmm.
paid to do what you
Mm-hmm.
love to do,
Mm-hmm.
and you get paid what you believe is your worth. So, I mean, this is where I want us to begin to create a community that supports one another. So, wherever you are finding yourself on your soul's path, tap in. Tap in so we can shoot you shoot you out. What is it? Give you a shout out. Give you
Just
a
to shoot
shout
you
out.
out, shout you out. I'm
Give
gonna go
you
on YouTube. I think I might have some people. I'm gonna try to look at my comments on YouTube. I may have some individuals over
people.
there. You know, Chantel, I can't see your side. So if you have anyone on
I
your
see people, but no one has said that they wanted to comment or that they wanted to get a specific
soul
card pull.
message. Okay, well then we could do
A divine, just an intervention. I'll just do one right now for just the collective. As what does our ancestors want us to hear right now?
right now. I
Right
sure.
now, what is the confirmation to this message? So, two cards came out. The first one is creative expression again,
Shay.
and the other one is take charge.
Come through. Come on.
So, creatures of the earth, take charge and begin to create a new earth of fairies and butterflies. No, of
Shay. Come on.
dolphins and rainbows and butterflies. So we get a choice. Look at
Mystical,
that
magical
contrast.
creatures. Come on, come through.
Look at that contrast. We could be the light in the darkness as this star and create a whole nother reflection as it reflects back all this beauty. But let's see what the ancestral medicine says. As I pulled from Secrets of the Ancestors, my beautiful, beautiful ancestor deck, and we will start with number 29 first, which was creatures of the water.
Come on.
Creatures of the water and creatures of the earth. Hear ye, hear ye. Creatures of the water. Here we go. It says, 29. Your ancestral medicine is take time to experience, create creatures of water, save us from ourselves with fairy tale knights in shining armor, energy saving the damsel in distress. You are moving too fast to reap the benefits of your blessings.
Come on.
My child, how can you go back and reap the harvest? Sankofa. Again, go back and get it. Go back and get it. Creative energy is all around you. Use your imagination to get unstuck. Follow your inspiration and allow your emotions to fuel your pursuits. Romantic or creative, your heart energy is blossoming. This is a time for heightened creativity with a potential for breakthroughs. Come
Shay.
through, create the world you want. Then we will go to 39. And I find the tens here from 29 to 39, from the creatures of the water to the creatures of the earth. As above, so below. This message is going to flow. We give thanks.
Come
It's
on.
moving, it's moving, it's moving, it's moving. So 39 says, take charge. Your ancestral medicine is this is the most hardworking ancestor. The creature of the earth wants you to trust yourself, which Sis brought out earlier. Sometimes what is required for us may be boring or repetitive, but you have to stay the course to find the reward. I
Okay.
finish what I start.
Come
That's the
through.
affirmation. I finish what I start. And the other affirmation was, I am a creative force. I finish. Ooh!
Come on. I finished what I start and I'm a creative force. Come through.
Look, I am a creative force. I'm thinking in who am I? And I finish what I start. It is the I am that I am, and it is finished. From death to resurrection.
From death to resurrection. Come on, come through. Come through.
It is finished.
You know, that
girl.
You gave us the water element, which is the emotions. And as women, as we come in through the waters, the primordial waters. We rebirth and birth ourselves over and over again through the waters, but we have to be grounded in the earth. And that's what I got from those ancestral messages, is that the two most important things for us to do is remember that the rebirth cycle happens daily. We are daily. Each day that we rise is a rebirth, is a resurrection. We are resurrecting each day. And so we have the autonomy over ourselves and over our lives to create the life that we desire. And I wanted to give
soul sovereignty.
Soul sovereignty, okay? I want to give a general sacred soul message. So we got the medicine from the ancestors. Let me give you a message, and this message is coming directly from your soul. This deck that I'm using today is a deck. Where did here it is. This deck is called Sacred Soul Oracle, and it is messages from your soul. These are messages to yourself. You can use it as affirmations. You can use it however you want. And this one says, ooh, come on, look at that, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Divine love is what I see. I can't read it.
It says your heart is an ocean. Find yourself in its hidden depths. Life's journey, finding purpose, is true love.
Come on now. Self-love is the best love, honey. Self-care.
Purpose is true love.
Finding purpose is true love.
You know, we talk about self-care, we talk about self-love a lot of times. Like that's the primary foundation of the work that we do, is talking about that self-love, self-empowerment. There was one of the cards that spoke about the damsel in distress. Did you know that you carry masculine and feminine energy? So the damsel may be in stress, but that masculine energy in you
must show up
to get you out.
Ashe.
Okay? And so your heart is it says your heart is an ocean. Tell me how big the ocean is. We can't quantify. Tell me how vast the ocean is, how deep the ocean is. We can't quantify.
No, we can't.
If I go to the beach right now and I look out, there is no end. It just goes on forever and ever and ever. Your heart is an ocean. Find yourself in its hidden depths. You find yourself going within. It ain't outside of you, y'all.
No.
It ain't outside of you. It ain't never been outside of you. That was what Kiki Palmer say. I love how she say the gag is they told you it was outside of yourself so you wouldn't look in.
Bring it in.
It was outside of yourself. Like the biggest flex on this planet is loving and accepting you, yourself in the core of you.
No greater love than this.
Life journey, finding purpose, true love.
Ashe. We give thanks.
Life journey, finding purpose, true love. That's letting you know right now there's nothing outside of you that you can change. The biggest way, the fastest way, the best way to change the world you live in is to change you.
Sis, you done dropped the mic on that one. Spirit done came through with
Trust me.
all of the gems and the jewels that we needed for this moment to solidify the importance of knowing, first off, who you are.
Give thanks. I'm
Secondly,
seeing a
who's
bunch of hearts over there in YouTube land. If you're on YouTube, I'm taking a look at y'all. If you want a message for your soul, today we are giving free messages. We just came on here with Spirit. If we got you on here, you seeing us, and we still live, but the red light still going. You still be live. Tell us if you want a sacred soul message. If you want some ancestral medicine, we finna give it to you live and uncut. I'm in spirit. I got a few more minutes, so I'm gonna give y'all some time. Y'all need that ancestral message. I mean, look, I didn't already. As I was shuffling the deck, I said, as I'm gonna shuffle, I shuffle for quite a long time, as you explained, the ancestral messages, calling in the ancestors of everybody who's viewed any part of this live, everybody who is on the live, and I'm ready to pull from the deck. I already did amplify that this deck is in chronological order from whoever want a message. I'm gonna pull these messages as you come in. If it apply to you, what do they say? Take what apply and the rest let it fly. Take what you've learned today and with everything, and see what resonates in your soul and your spirit. And that's what we're telling people today about connecting to their soul. We are entering into an age, and I'm gonna get real serious right now, because we're entering into an age of what they call artificial intelligence, right? And I don't even want to say entering, we like knee deep in it at this point. We're in the age of artificial intelligence. But spirit, well, I heard one of our elders, Queen Afua, you know that we're sacred women, she said ancient intelligence during one of the past seasons. And that resonated with me when she said ancient intelligence. I said, "Oh, I like that." I'm not gonna say artificial intelligence. I'm gonna say ancient intelligence. And then let me let you know what spirit hit me through TikTok. Okay, it was a elder on TikTok who said it ain't what did he say? It ain't artificial intelligence. It ain't even ancient intelligence. It's ancestral intelligence.
But ancestral and ancient go pretty far back, honey. They kind of one in one.
They go far back, but what I like about ancestral,
it's connected to you.
It's connected to you, girl. You took the words out of my mouth. It's connected to you.
It's connected.
So when we hear that, Queen of Four always say, tap down deep in your DNA, down in your melanin and your Chamor. Okay, when we talk about tap down in us, ancestral intelligence, this ain't apart from us, y'all.
Come on now. And it's nothing to be afraid of, because that's the fear factor of how religion pulls things and towards things to control the masses is where we all have been down that path. I'm not even going to say it's a wrong path. It's the right path. But it's as you go down that path, allow the God consciousness within you to confirm the word. Because he says, study to show yourself approved. So that you won't be discouraged, that you won't be dismayed when the truth shows its face. Okay. And that's the truth in you. And that's where I have so been overly thankful for my studying of the word, right? And knowing that the word is in you. It's sharper than any double-edged sword. It divides joint and marrow, soul and spirit. It judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart, and all things are laid bare, right?
Come on. If you're just tuning in, I see it's a few of you. If you're just tuning in, we are doing live soul message readings and ancestral medicine. If you would like a card pulled for you, please.
Come on, man. Come on.
We ready. We ready. We here. I ain't gonna go too long, sis. I know you like, how long we gonna be out here? We can get out here in 5 minutes. We go, look, this is like a marathon. I feel like This is the marathon we run in here. You know why? Because we got to get our people prepared. I want to thank.
Oh, somebody said, I finish what I start. I'm a creative force. T3, T3,
T3.
T3. Yes, you are. You are. You finish what you start, and you are a creative force. Look, we give thanks for your comment. Thank you for showing up.
All right, I'm gonna pull two more cards. Um, we gonna do this a 3 card pull for the collective. So that first card, y'all remember, was your heart is an ocean. Okay, this is all about find yourself in the hidden depths of yourself. Okay, that's about finding the love within yourself. Life is a journey of finding purpose. That's the true love here. All right, let's round that out with a second message. Laugh as much as you breathe. Love as long as you live. Have fun. Enjoy life, nurture relationships. You know what? This is what I'm feeling from this. I love the way this one look. Look at the little sun being cool. What this is telling me as I'm pulling this together with everything that we talked about, y'all see how we enjoying this? Y'all see how we enjoying this flow? This is what life looks like when you start to live authentically. When
Yes.
you go into those hidden depths of your soul and you start to rewrite the story, rewrite the narrative, rewrite a different ending. So you've been telling the same story for so long that it's no longer fun. You've been telling the same story for so long that the ending that you projected, it ain't the ending that you want. This is
So
the
you
time
get to change it. You can't change it.
you can change it. Love as much as you breathe. Well, no, I'm sorry. It
Yes.
says laugh as much as you breathe. So the joy of life. We're talking about finding true love and about enjoying life. Okay, and there's no way you can enjoy life if you are not living out your purpose. If you
That
are not,
part.
there's no way you can. That's where you get the shroud over you, like in the movie we talked about. Where
And
you
that's where you find yourself being stuck and stagnant and walking like dead. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do it.
there's a better
No
way,
one
y'all.
is making you. You can say it's your bills, it's the electric, it's the this, it's the that. But when your soul is ready,
I
it's
sure.
gonna push you, and you still got a choice. You can do it the easy way or the hard way, but why not do it the way that you were created to do it? And it may still involve doing all the things you do now, but with a different purpose, with a different passion, with knowing, hey, this is exactly what I'm supposed to do. This really resonates as truth to me, and it feels good. Following the feel good is the key.
Listen, as you wrap up with that, following the feel good is the key. I pulled the last card and I just went with the number 3 because that's the number of people we had on here at the time that I decided to go with this. It says, reason is powerless in the face of love, romance, communication, listen to your heart. All of these 3 cards that we pulled is about love. What do we know about love? Love is the highest vibrational frequency.
Yes.
The highest vibrational frequency. We told y'all at the beginning of this call, this is all about unlocking your highest potential. And at the start of this call, before we even got on, sis would not let, I was gonna say unlock your full potential. Sis was like, no, highest. So when this card came out, immediately it tied together that love is the highest frequency. That is the creation frequency.
Yes.
We can't do that if we don't love ourselves. And the way that you love yourself is by honoring who you are and what you came here to do. Living unapologetically as who you are authentically. It's really the key. That's the flex. That's the code. And I know y'all been like, ooh, y'all been dropping too many gems. We gotta let some of this integrate. So I ain't gonna hit y'all no more. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down.
But we do want you to tap in tonight. If this sparked your interest anyway, this afternoon, if you're in California, 4 p.m., this evening at 7 p.m., if you're in the Eastern Standard Time, or wherever you find yourself in between, those are the timelines: 7 p.m. Eastern Standard or 4 p.m. Pacific. We would love to have you come into the space. It's going to be open dialogue. We're going to be on Zoom. So there'll be questions answered. There'll be some real foundational truth and energy exchange to
Ashe.
help you really begin to fortify this new phase of life, from death to resurrection, the rebirth. Tonight, 7 p.m. via Zoom. We will drop the link in the messages so that you can get the registration in the signing up for the Vibe Tribe Soul Connections. Okay. It's just,
Yes,
you'll get newsletters. We're creating we're just trying to collect emails to give email promotions and insights and just gems throughout the week and the month and the year. So please tap, tap, tap in, and we will see you tonight. Is there anything, final words, sis?
no final words. I was just getting the link so that I can post it before we close out. That way it'll be on all
Platform.
platforms.
Okay.
Give us just a second to pull that
But
up.
I hope you were able to gain some nuggets, some gems, and even just a peak of interest. This Soul Path Archetype program is going to go on my website as well as a self-study program if you want to dive deeper into that, following this free webinar, which is really just getting an interest and giving you the basics of what each archetype is, and then hopefully activating the archetype that you now in this present lifetime has been sent here to work with. And we are here to help support that. Help you do the work as you help us do our work. We are all interconnected, and it is all about oneness.
Ashe, Ashe. And I'm actually just going to drop our Good Vibes Lounge link. That's where you can find all of the information that we've discussed. You can sign up for our mailing list. You can look at our membership options. You can schedule your soul connection if you want to schedule your soul connection consultation. You can really schedule all of that. I'm going to post that so where it hits all of our platforms that we are on. So that is our general face or space where you can connect with us. That's what houses all of our groups, all of our content, all of our programs. So to make sure you have that. If you go on and you sign up for our mailing list, we will send you the decoder quiz. All right. Sign up for our mailing list and you'll get the decoder quiz. And you will also get kept in the know of what we have going on. All right. It has
And
been.
then
Go ahead.
I did want to add too. And then for tonight, those of you, the first people who are on the calls for tonight will also have an added bonus. So we have an added bonus that you won't want to miss if you sign up to join the free seminar today. Special, special, special for you. So please join us tonight, and we will see you then. Until next time, we are the Soul Sisters speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Peace and love.
I don't know why I'm trying to think this is touchscreen. Here we go.